Well, first of all, I'm not a believer in global warming. I'm not a believer in man-made global warming. It could be warming and it's going to start to cool at some point.
The IPCC, or us scientists, so to speak, did predict that this decade we've just had would be around 0.2 of a degree warmer than the decade of the 90s, and we were right. Other people predicted it would be either the same temperature or cooler than the 90s, and they were wrong.
Is it correct that the satellite data over the last 18 years demonstrate no significant warming?
No, the rate of increase has been lower, and it's not unexplained. There's a natural Pacific decadal oscillation, and the Pacific tropical temperature has not warmed during that period, and that's affected the global temperature.
I don't agree with the notion that some are putting out there, including scientists, that somehow there are actions we can take today that would actually have an impact on what's happening in our climate.
Crucially, the IPCC reiterated that it's extremely likely that human influence is the dominant cause of the warming we've seen over the past 50 years.
We keep hearing that 2014 has been the warmest year on record. I asked the chair, you know what this is? It's a snowball, and that's just from outside here. So it's very, very cold out, very unseasonal. So here, Mr. President, catch this.
Okay, so if we scientists are so good at making these dire long-term predictions about the climate, how come we're so lousy about predicting the weather? Besides, this year, we had a colder winter in my town. For all the scientists know, we could be in for global cooling. Here's the difference between weather and climate. Weather is what the atmosphere does in the short term. Climate is the long-term average of the weather over a number of years.
I'm curious what you think about climate change.
I do not think climate change is a national security threat.
The chief of the U.S. Navy's Pacific Command, Admiral Samuel Locklear, recently said that climate change is our single greatest security threat.
Just the way the Earth rotates on its axis, how far away it is from us. These are all very complex things. Gravity, where did it come from?
What we're talking about in this level of climate science is you don't need to be a full-time climate scientist to understand it. We're putting carbon dioxide in the air at a prodigious rate, and the world's getting warmer.
Climate change is not science. It's religion.